Well, I haven't made a video in a couple of days. Well, a few days. And one of the reasons is I was sick for 2 days, and then before I got sick I was doing some work and making a video, but video is not done yet for a couple of reasons. But I have been sort of tinkering with this thing. Basically I pulled the valve body apart again, pulled all this stuff off, pulled the pump off and pulled that apart and looked at it, tightened the belt. Just basically pulled everything apart and looked at it, and finally I got the bucket to raise, but it still won't lift any weight. And this belt is tight. It wasn't this tight before, so I think it might have been slipping. That's why I wasn't raising that, but it still doesn't have enough power. Engine's running okay, but the carburetor is still messed up. There's an adjustment needle on top of it here for the main jet, and if I turn that just even a hair, it'll either run too rich or run too lean and it'll die. And this doesn't seem to do anything, the low idle one. And I've been through that 2-3 times trying to figure it out. But it does run. Bucket does go up and down, but we're thinking now we might have to get a new pump because it's spinning, you know, as high as RPM as it's going to go. The valves seem fine, clear, not worn, nothing in the way. They seem to, you know, be perfect as far as I can see, and it's still not working. It's like it's not putting out enough flow. So I found one for 50 bucks, but it's not like that one, and we're gonna have to do some adapting and jimmy rigging to make it work. So I might get that. It'd be a while before I do that though. But what I was doing today, I'll show you in a second. Well, this is what I was up to today. Shoveling shit. Got a bunch of brown gold for the garden here. I'm going to go ahead and shovel this out tomorrow, all by hand, and then spread it. A little bit of hay in it, but hey, who cares? It's cleaning out my grandpa's barn, had to be done. And the truck actually had a brake line break in the front, so I had to run up there and pinch it off real quick. Otherwise I would have never been able to stop. The brakes had finally gone out. I thought it was just out of fluid, but turned out the brake line exploded. I'm not going to fix it. It's rear brakes, we don't need those. So, but I got a pretty good load of shit.